Welcome to this explainer. Okay, forget the beaches and the pad thai for a second because we're jumping straight into something completely unexpected. I'm going to bet you think you know where the world's most famous energy drink comes from.
Seriously, where was Red Bull invented? You're probably picturing a corporate lab somewhere in Europe or maybe the US, right? That is what literally everyone thinks.
But no way. It's actually Thailand. Back in 1976, this massive global phenomenon started out as a local Thai drink called krating dang. And that literally translates to red gore, which is this wild, super powerful bovine. So, an Austrian businessman eventually found this local drink, tweaked the formula for Western tastes, and built the massive empire we know today, selling it in over 175 countries. But get this. That original, significantly stronger Thai version is actually still sold all across Asia today. Okay, take a deep breath for this next one. 168 letters. That is not a typo. It's the actual full ceremonial name for Thailand's capital, Bangkok. It legitimately holds the Guinness World Record for the longest place name on Earth. It takes nearly 30 seconds just to say the whole thing out loud.
Thankfully, Thai people do not use that insane tongue twister in everyday life. They use a much simpler, gorgeous translation, Krung Thep, which means City of Angels.
Let's zoom out to the map for a second. Historically, France took over Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. Britain claimed Myanmar, Malaysia, and Singapore. But right there in the middle, Thailand stood completely alone. It is the absolute only country in Southeast Asia that was never colonized by European powers. They stayed entirely independent. And because of that unconquered history, the word Thailand translates directly to land of the free. That independence isn't just history, it is literally baked into their national identity right now. That deep national pride brings us to some pretty intense daily rules. For instance, stepping on a dropped coin is technically illegal. Since Thai banknotes and coins feature the sacred image of the king, stepping on them, even if you accidentally drop a coin and try to stop it with your foot, is a punishable offense. The daily reverence goes even further than that. Twice a day, at exactly 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., people will literally stop whatever they're doing. They stand completely still out of respect while the national anthem plays. It's this remarkable, perfectly synchronized moment of national pride. You see that same incredible devotion in their spirituality, too. 35,000. That is roughly the number of Buddhist temples, or wats, spread across the country. Over 93% of the population practices Buddhism, so it touches pretty much everything. In fact, until recently, all young Thai men were expected to spend time as monks before they turned 20. And with that deep spirituality comes some strict cultural rules you absolutely need to know if you ever visit. The head is the most sacred part of the body. It's the seat of the spirit. So touching someone's head without permission, even a child's, is a major insult. On the flip side, the feet are considered the lowest and most impure part of the body. So pointing your feet at a person or a sacred object is massively offensive. Let's completely pivot from culture over to extreme nature. I've got another mind-bending trivia question for you. Where do you think both the world's smallest mammal and the largest fish live? Yep, you guessed it. Thailand is uniquely home to both of these absolute natural extremes. You've got the bumblebee bat, which literally weighs less than a US penny, sharing a country with the massive whale shark swimming just off the coast. The scale difference between those two creatures is just completely wild to wrap your head around. Check out this number because it really puts things into perspective. Thailand takes up less than 0.4% of the Earth's total land area, yet it quietly harbors a staggering 10% of all the world's known animal species. It's an absolute powerhouse of biodiversity. And the Thai wilderness definitely doesn't stop there. It's also home to some serious and frankly terrifying record breakers. We're talking about the reticulated python, the longest snake in the world, and the king cobra, which is the world's longest venomous snake. Now, let's connect some Eastern history back to a few things you definitely recognize in the West. Thailand used to be called Siam, and that is exactly where the famous Siamese cat breed comes from. It's also the origin of the medical term Siamese twins, which comes from Chang and Eng Bunker, the world's first documented conjoined twins, who were actually born near Bangkok way back in 1811. But out of everything Thailand brings to the table, this has to be the most fun. Every April 13th through the 15th, they host Songkran, which is the Thai New Year celebration. It is essentially the world's largest water fight. Millions of people hit the streets with water guns, hoses, and buckets to absolutely soak anyone walking by. It traditionally symbolized washing away the sins and bad luck of the previous year.
So what's the big takeaway here? From quietly inventing the energy drink that fuels the entire globe, to remaining unconquered while surrounded by massive empires, to hosting the biggest water fight on Earth, Thailand has given the world so much more than we usually realize. The pristine beaches are amazing, sure, but they're really just the beginning. If one country has been quietly hiding this many global secrets in plain sight, you have to wonder, what else about our world is just waiting to be properly discovered?